The actual parents of Jordan Neely speak out. Thank you to KingPhil007 who just gifted a sub tonight. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, King Phil. So here are the parents of Jordan Neely speaking out on the situation after the verdict was given that Daniel was not guilty. Ready?
I just want to say,
Daniel Penny. Did I say Peely? It's Daniel Penny. Here we go.
I miss my son. My son didn't have to go through this. I didn't have to go through this either. It hurts.
His son didn't have to go through this, and he didn't have to go through this either. Aren't you his dad? So if you're his dad, why was your son on the streets, homeless, on drugs, hungry, threatening people, getting arrested 42 times? Where were you, you motherfucker? Where the fuck were you? Now? Oh, it's so sad he went through this. Where were you when he was going through it? You're his father. You're the one who had him. You're the one who was responsible for raising him, for teaching him how to fend for himself, how to be a mature adult who could get a job, who would be off drugs, who would be a productive member of society, someone who wouldn't be arrested 42 times. That was your responsibility. You failed. You're the reason your son is dead. Period. You're not a victim. You're the perpetrator, motherfucker. That shit pisses me off. Oh, woe is me. My son is dead. He's your son. You're the reason he's dead. You fucking piece of shit.
Really, really hurts.
And it should, because you killed him.
What are we going to do?
You know, Daniel Penny was not trying to murder Jordan Neely. He was just trying to restrain them to help others. Okay? I want to ask you an honest question. If Jordan Neely was Indian, do you think that Daniel Penny would have said, I'll just let him do whatever? If Jordan Neely was Asian, like let's say he was, I don't know, Japanese, and he was acting like that, do you think that Daniel Penny would have just been like, if Jordan Neely was white, do you think that Daniel Penny would have been like, not going to do anything? Literally what these people are saying is that the only reason that Daniel Penny treated Jordan Neely that way is because he was black. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you literally can't prove that in a court of law. Unless there's actual documentation of this person being a documented racist with preconceived notions and preconcepted, oh, I'm out to kill people today that are black because I'm a racist. You could never, ever convict someone of that in a court of law. It's not possible. So they're saying the only reason that he did it is because of the color of his skin. I'm sorry, I'm of the impression from the situation we just had described to us that Daniel Penny would have done what he did regardless of the color of the skin of the person because he just wanted to protect himself and the people around him. These people are upset because a black person died. I'm just upset because a person died. When I look at the root cause of the situation, what's the root cause? The justice system that identified Jordan Neely as being mentally ill, but repeatedly let him out into the streets 42 times in a row. As if one of these times, magically, he's going to get knocked in the head and just become not mentally ill anymore. And he's going to stop doing these things to get him arrested. No, that's not how life works. When you're broken, and if you need help, you need to get the help you need, not ignore the problem. The failure in this system was the New York justice system. It was not Daniel Penny. The New York justice system should have identified that this person had issues and took care of this person. Or, at the very least, his fucking parents, who knew this, should have done something about it. Not here on the day of the court case of the acquittal of them standing, oh, it's a horrible, it's your fault. You're the parents. You had responsibility to raise someone who is going to be productive, right in the head, and not doing crazy shit. You didn't do that. You failed. If you knew that this person was crazy, you should have done something about it. It's your own son. It's your own fault. You had him. You brought him into this world. You created the problem. You shirked responsibility. And now he's dead. You're the reason he's dead. The New York justice system is the reason he's dead. Indirectly, Daniel Penny is responsible for the death of Jordan Neely. But he's not a murderer. And he didn't do it because he was black. He did it because he wanted to protect himself and others, and he would have done it no matter what the color of the skin is. This has to stop. This bullshit, progressive, over-the-top, lying fleece job has to stop. Because this is why we don't have justice in the United States. Because of this shit. This is why we have people rushing out into the streets acting crazy. Because they see this shit on the news, because they hear politicians talking about this, saying, this is America. Everyone hates you. Everyone's against you. Everyone's racist. Ladies and gentlemen, not everyone in the United States of America is a horrendous racist. There are racists in the United States that are awful people and do awful things.